What's happening, y'all? Welcome back, man. It's your boy, Ghost Kim. Yeah, you might notice my hair is gone. We're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about it right now. We're gonna talk about that right now. We're gonna talk about that later. Right now, we reacting to Asmongold and, some of the, I don't want to say controversial, but I guess things he said about the Assassin's Creed game. I seen some tweets. People was, I guess, upset with what he was saying, but I didn't know what the problem was, But since people didn't seem to like what he had to say, which may have been something on the lines of them, Ubisoft putting in a controversial main character to make you buy the game for XYZ reasons. Because turns out the game was $130. I thought I was tripping. $130, you got me fucked up. But yeah, we finna see. I want to see what he got to say. You feel me? So like, you know what I'm saying? It's a 20-minute video, but like, but let's see what's up. Cause $130 is trash. I ain't gonna lie, trash. They help me understand. Help me understand. Feel me? But let's do it.
So fucking funny that like everybody is talking about this character whenever the game is $130, and there's a 3-day early access window for this game for $110. Who the fuck cares? Really, like, he's gonna be wearing a helmet most of the time anyway. This is really not the biggest problem with the game. I'm sorry, it's just not. Who cares? I think that they added, Yasuke in, like, I think it is because he's a black guy, right? I think it is. That's probably the reason why. And whenever you see that, it does kind of make it where it's like, oh, okay, well, this is kind of a message that they're trying to put out there, but that's really not going to make me not play the game.
Okay, so Assassin's Creed tends to make their games based around historical figures, like people you can find in a book and things like that. So going to Japan, it seems that they decided to base their video game off the historical figure Yasuke, who I believe was a retainer to Nobunaga Oda. And as far as I'm concerned, both of them are real life people. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that is common among all Assassin's Creed games. They will introduce a character that we know from our history book. I don't know why he's saying Yasuke. Like, come on, man. Like, that's nasty.
We can see both. Yeah, you can say both things are true. Sure. The price is wrong. Yeah, the price is the problem.
The price is wrong.
Fuck the game.
Bitch.
Look at the price. A lot of companies never learn. Do you want to know the real reason why they never learn? Is because they are learning. I bet they're making money off of it. That's the real reason. Yeah. That is the reason more than anything else.
Yes.
They are making money off of it. And
we're dumb
I think
enough to
that
pay for
really this kind of stuff, it'll keep happening until the companies start losing money. And the moment that they start losing money,
I know I keep pausing it, but it's cool. It's a long ass video, man, but we're gonna get through it. Yeah, I had just like reposted something on my Instagram story, and I be telling people this too. This is a little off topic, but if we want as a people to have true, genuine control over our government and to really enact the things we want change in this world, we're gonna have to hit these bitches in the pocket. We're gonna have to boycott. We have to stop buying shit, this GMO shit. We gotta stop buying this bullshit. Stop supporting these big ass companies, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say like stop going to work, but like, we would have to all stop going to work at the same time. You know what I'm saying? We would have to boycott this shit if we really want change. And what he's saying is along the same lines. These motherfucking companies are taking advantage of us because they know we're gonna spend the money. Because we don't care. Because we don't really care. We think this is our only option. We think if we don't pay for that, then we won't get any more of this. Like, damn that. They're gonna fix it because they want that money. Hit these bastards in the pocket. But, you know what I'm saying, it's just a little off topic, but relating to what he said. So I just wanted to touch on that because that was fresh on my brain like yesterday. So
everything is going to completely change, and they're going to act like this never happened before. It's not an issue because he's black. It's an issue because he's not Asian. Why is representation only for blacks? Well, I think there's a lot of Japanese people that feel that way, and I think it's totally fair to feel that way. I mean, if you want to have a
nigga, the other protagonist is a Japanese woman. What the hell?
It's like this is kind of the I remember people like making a comparison to like Resident Evil 5. I think it's kind of the same thing. And everyone wants to complain, but they're still going to fucking buy it, man. No, I don't think that a lot of people are going to buy this game. I don't think so. And I don't think it has anything to do with Yasuke or anything. I think the truth is that Ubisoft has damaged their reputation so much. Like, what are the last few Ubisoft games that have come out recently? Yeah, let's see. Just, you know, where is it? Skull and Bones, right? Oh, no, I can't look it up, can I? Oh, no, Prince of Persia. Yeah, this is it. This is their last game that they did. Oh no, this is the wrong one. I'm an idiot. I just looked at the picture and it seemed like it was the same graphics. So they're all Ubisoft games. Okay. Well, here's the point, right? Chosen 3. Yeah, I was like, Sands of Time. It's like, I don't remember it being called that, but then I saw like the graphics. I was like, it kind of looked like that, but yeah, fucking no, wrong game. Anyway, Valhalla's on Steam. Yeah, but it's only one game. Either way, I think that the reputation of Ubisoft is so damaged and so bad that it's going to be very hard for them to recover that. So, for example, like if you look at the Prince of Persia game, like I forgot even what it was called, but there's the new Prince of Persia game that came out on Epic Games, and it was like the 2D Metroidvania game. It was very well designed and a great game. Like I played it a lot, and not a lot actually. I played through like the first half of the game. And I actually thought it was a really lost crown. Yeah, it's a tremendously great game. The problem really was the fact that it was Ubisoft game, so people thought it was bad categorically. And also the other reason was because it was like $60 or something like that. The truth is that the market views Metroidvania games as lower in quality and lower in price. Right. So whenever you put a game out into a market that's, you know, this is a $20, $40, like 40 at the absolute most, right? I'm sure they might sell Hollow Knight 2 for $40, Silksong, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be 60. Exactly. And I could be wrong, though. We'll see what happens. But, you know, in general, like with these games, they're expected to be lower in price. So Ubisoft does the thing that they do with the 3-day early access, etc.
And if I'm not mistaken, Ubisoft was like the main company trying to push the idea that we shouldn't want to own games. You know, we should subscribe to games, you know, pay monthly for a video game, or maybe a group of video games. I don't know if they had it like a Netflix thing, because like, yeah, that would be cool if you give me if I pay fucking $30 a month, I want access to all your games. Not the one game that you're gonna update once a year, but you know, I know Ubisoft was one of the main fucking companies, or the only company to push that bullshit agenda. But yeah,
and you're gonna have a lot of people that just you know, they don't want to play the game. 40 is fair. I think 40 is totally fine.
That's cool.
$40 for a game like that is totally okay. Normies will still buy it, no, and they're the biggest audience. Cool. No, I don't think that normies do buy it, and that's the issue. Is that, like, I could see a game like this, because this game does kind of look cool. I could see a game like this kind of hitting a normie audience and being pretty popular. Could I really see a game like the Prince of Persia game hitting a normie audience? Absolutely not. No, because it's just an outdated type of game design. And the only people that really play games like that are like super invested gamers, you know? Ubisoft made a plus of 400 million last year. Yeah, there's a reason why they keep pushing this. There's a reason why they keep doing the like the Ubisoft Plus and everything like that. It's because they're making money off of it. Absolutely.
We're dumb.
They do draw, bro. Assassin's Creed's popular with a lot of people. Yeah, well, I'm not saying that it's not, but what I'm saying is that it's not like every single game is going to do very well. And also, like, like, am I the only person that, like, if I look at the way this character looks, these graphics are really fucking good.
Yes, they're crazy.
This looks really fucking good.
That shit is like Batman Arkham Asylum on steroids.
I bet it took a lot of money to do this.
Yeah.
It's CGI. Well, regardless, I bet it took a lot of fucking money.
And
that's my point.
Assassin's Creed has always had the really, really clean cinematics. Very, very, like, movie-like. So, yeah, this is probably not gameplay, but, I mean, Valhalla was a beautiful game, so I'm expecting this to be tremendous.
If the game took that much money to make, like Alan Wake 2 is a good example of this, right? Alan Wake 2 had a huge budget, and apparently they still haven't made their money back on it. So even if a game sells well, like Alan Wake 2 did, it's still not going to make back some of these massive budgets. Okay. You see what I'm saying?
I dig it.
Ubisoft never makes gameplay trailer
Stop spending so much money on games.
Yeah, that's probably not what's going to happen. What's this here? This is just another Assassin's Creed Origins. We got Can't Stop for being real nice.
What is this comment here? Just make an Africa-based AC. It's not that hard. Bitch, did you not play Origins? And that was another game that got hate for no reason. I don't know why people hated Origins. I think niggas is racist. But you know, that's not neither here nor there. Nothing to do with Asmongold. I'm just talking about the general consensus. I remember people hated Origins. I thoroughly enjoyed Origins. Not because I got to play with a black character, but because I loved the world that I was in. It was fucking beautiful. It was amazing. Like I did all the side quests in that game. Like that's not, you know what I mean? It's hard to do in today's climate. Like, come on, man. Nigga can't make that. But nigga, bitch, we went to Africa. What the fuck?
To make Africa-based Assassin's Creed, will do so in its origins. Wasn't Origins based in Egypt, if I recall? I have no idea. Like, as I said before, I've never really been like a big fan of Assassin's Creed. I don't really like stealth games, to be honest with you. That's why, for example, the only part of this trailer that I liked was whenever this guy came down with a hammer and started smashing people.
All right.
And so, other than that, I didn't really give a shit about the trailer. Like, I'm just, you know, this is just like my opinion on like the game. I don't know if the gameplay is gonna be good or not. Whenever it comes out, I'll probably play it for sure, right? But like, I can't expect that I'm going to like it a whole lot. Would be legit if you played as a Zulu hunting animals in Africa, though? Well, I think that'd be really cool, too. Yeah, I mean, I think that really it's just about... I think the problem... I think that people don't have a problem with representation. I think people have a problem with authenticity. And they think that whenever a company like Ubisoft does something like this, that it's being done for an inauthentic reason. And I tend to agree with them. I think that they do it for... Like, I think that they're not doing it for an entirely creative reason.
Yeah.
They're doing it for a reason that is, like, social or political in some degree, right? And I think that's really what the issue is that people have with a lot of these different games. Because I don't think anybody...
I mean, if you're Assassin's Creed... I mean, like I said, these are talking about historical characters, and Yasuke has been in the mainstream audience, I want to say, because of the Netflix anime, and I think he's just been, you know, more on the forefront generally as more people are knowing who Yasuke is. A lot of people had no idea there was ever a black samurai. So, I mean... Considering the climate, today's world, I wouldn't say it's inauthentic. It's a good idea. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think it's a really great idea to go in with Yasuke. Why wouldn't you? Truthfully. I mean, not, you know, I'm sure there are many other historical figures for sure. You know, Tokugawa, Ieyasu, and stuff like that. And you got guys like, you know, there's Nobunaga who took in Yasuke. And you have, there's all these other guys. Masamune Date and shit, like, you know what I mean? So it's hella names that they could have went with, but I think Yasuke was the most brilliant, considering this is a American company. It's not like it's a Japanese company. They could probably had more ideas if it was a Japanese company doing this particular thing, but I mean, it's an American company, so they going with Yasuke makes sense.
Genuinely thinks this is a bad thing. Nobody really cares about this. But the reason why people bring it up is that it feels inauthentic. I'm surprised Ubisoft didn't give Yusuke Kimono a haircut. No, I think that wouldn't make any sense, right? We have an issue with watching history. Why they do this game? They demote Japanese history and characters.
What would be an authentic reason for having a black main character? What would be authentic? What would be inauthentic? Like, I don't know, to push an agenda? I don't know. I really don't get that part.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like... I think that, like, I mean, the Assassin's Creed games are not extremely, like, they're not one-to-one historical references, right? I mean, they're not. Like, they have an element of that in there, and then there's also, like, kind of some degrees of extreme at the same time. Right. They used to be better. Yeah, and so, like, it's not one-to-one.
Yeah, hell no.
So... I think that's
inspired.
Not really that big of a deal. Assassin's Creed had George Washington as a king.
Yeah,
you know I mean,
saying?
There
like,
you go. That's probably, I don't think that happened.
It's just cool to see.
Close to one-to-one, don't say that. Yeah, I don't really think so either.
George
and so that's really what it comes
niggas.
down to, is it's about people's perception of authenticity. And that's what matters
authenticity
more than
as far
else.
as historical accuracy, that's different. But none of the fucking games have been historically accurate. So why to give a shit now? None of them was fucking Leonardo da Vinci Like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know, he's an inventor. I don't, you know, I guess he might have had blueprints of a flying machine. I don't fucking know, but none of this shit was ever historically accurate. So I mean, why give a shit now? You know what I'm saying? Nothing towards him. I'm just talking about, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause he's just expressing what he's noticing. So, but like, yeah, like people wait till, you know, it involves a black character to wanna. Well, that's not authentic. Like, shut up.
That's why, for example, like, you know, I was talking to you guys yesterday about like how like certain streamers will, like, as soon as people perceive somebody to be inauthentic, they perceive everything that they do to also be inauthentic, because like after the trust is broken, it's hard to get it back again. And I was talking about like Dream. I think this is a lot the same thing, because like people have kind of seen this happen with a lot of media,
He said
and
he
so
don't
they're
really even
automatically
play
like
Assassin's Creed
predisposed
like
to
anyway.
instantly react this way. No, what is you played a native as a country, religion, or culture? Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely say that this is, like, I don't really understand, maybe I'm stupid, right? But I don't understand what the difference between these two things are. It's like basically Resident Evil 5 was bad because it was somebody coming from, you know, I guess, presumably America or Britain, and like shooting people in Africa, but it's okay if Yusuke does this and he's not from Japan and he's killing people in Japan. Like, I feel like it's the same thing, right?
Somebody invading or coming from outside. Like, he was, what, a slave? You know what I'm saying? Or something? And then, like, was adopted as a retainer or a samurai. So, I mean, it's not really the same. Like, Chris is a fucking secret agent going to body people. But I've never had a problem with Resident Evil 5. I didn't even know people had problems with the Resident Evil 5 game. I never thought there was anything wrong with it. I mean, the protagonist with him, Sheva, is black. She's native from there. So what the fuck? What the fuck? It's fucking zombie apocalypse, nigga. Africans can't goddamn catch the fucking T virus. Like, yeah, that's old shit, y'all. That's old shit.
Yusuke is real though. Yeah, but like, does that really matter? I mean, I don't know. Like, how would that matter? Japan? Yeah, I was gonna say Japanese, but I was reading or thinking about something else at the same time. And zombies versus people. Well, I feel like wouldn't zombies, in my opinion, I think zombies would be like, you could justify killing zombies way more than killing people, right? I mean, like, that's because like they're zombies, so it would be way easier to do that. Yeah. Historical fiction's a thing? Yeah, exactly. And so, like, I think that would just make the point. And I do think it's kind of hypocritical to criticize Resident Evil 5 and then think that, you know, the new Assassin's Creed game isn't the exact same thing, which fundamentally it is.
I don't really see.
So yeah, I agree with this. I think it's ridiculous, and it's an obvious double standard. When the game is announced, I expect to be playing as a badass.
Oh, okay, I guess so. But I mean, the other character is Japanese. Like, did they forget this fucking trailer? He is a warrior. This is an Assassin's Creed game. I'm more likely to see us playing with the woman, the heroine, than we are with Yasuke. But I guess, you know, it's confirmed that he is a playable character, but he doesn't even embody what is an Assassin's Creed game. He's not a ninja. He's doing no form of stealth. So, like, he's not the main character. Like, he's one of the main characters. Like,
Japanese ninja or samurai. I mean, I'm gonna go back to what I said about this game. Like, people are posting about this game like fucking crazy. Like, holy shit. People, a WoW streamer angry. Oh yeah, one of my mods told me that Taliesin was unhappy about me. I'll watch this in a minute. But yeah, people are going crazy about this. Here's the thing, guys, and I really want you.
Yo, what's this? Oh, hell nah. That's funny as fuck. That's funny as hell, bro. Mostly because I've been watching Shogun lately. I'm still watching it, but this is funny though. Like, this little meme hilarious. But yeah, people are totally bypassing the heroine, I think. The heroine, however you pronounce that word, our woman protagonist. People are totally bypassing her because they mad about the brother. What's up with y'all, bruh?
To believe me, okay? When Assassin's Creed comes out, if the game is bad, this will have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, obviously.
I promise you.
But people didn't like Origins, and I don't know
Like,
why. So I don't know if
I'm telling you,
I don't know if I could agree with that.
Guaranteed. What
I
if it's
don't
good?
know if I could agree with that because people did not like Assassin's Creed Origins, and me being a huge Assassin's Creed fan, I thoroughly enjoyed Origins. I have no idea, but people loved Odyssey. People loved, Valhalla, and the gameplay and everything is similar. The Odyssey took on the mythological approach that Origins introduced, but didn't fully, I guess, express right. You know what I mean? But it did introduce the mythological point. But I didn't play Odyssey, but I mostly didn't play Odyssey because I felt like it was gonna be, we was in Rome and we was low key in Rome on Origins. We were like in Rome, Greece, and in Egypt all at the same time. So like it felt like I was like, man, I'm not finna pay $80 for this damn game just to play the same damn game. I'm finna go play Origins. Like,
No. Well, then it's gonna have nothing to do with it as well. That's the thing. It will add to it. Yes, it's not. This will not make the game bad. Want to pull up anyone in your chat's gonna play it?
It's not gonna make it bad.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, people are gonna say they're not gonna do it, or they will do it.
People won't be racially motivated.
Like, what's the purpose of that, right? Doesn't really matter. Good game equals nothing else matter. Yeah. If it ridicules, what do you call it? If by any ridiculous chance you haven't seen Afro Samurai, then you've seen Ross. I haven't seen Afro Samurai. Actually, I'm not sure.
Afro Samurai is a great example. So, ain't nobody fucking mad at that. Wasn't nobody mad when Samuel Jackson was cutting off Japanese people's head and fucking they bitches. Yeah, I ain't getting into that right now.
People always change their minds. It's crazy. Yeah. Anyway, so I think that this game will probably have like 10 other problems that have nothing to do with this. Like, it's very easy to talk about this and get mad about it, sure, but like, I mean, after looking at like all these other issues, like I personally feel like this is a footnote compared to the way that the game is priced. And they keep trying to get people to buy into like their subscription services. I find this to be much more annoying than the fact that they have like a black protagonist. That's silly. Like, I mean, the truth is that like at least this guy is real. It's not like he wasn't real. It's debatable whether he was like a samurai or not. I don't really know. I don't really think it makes that big of a difference, honestly. But I've been reading things on Twitter about this, and it seems like most people who know about it generally think that he was.
Exactly.
But I'm not really sure, like, is that really something that, like, these people feel like they have to say that or not? It does seem like most people that are informed about the topic think that this guy actually was a samurai. So, I mean, I'm sure that there are people in chat that are saying, no, he wasn't, but I'm talking about, like, somebody that has, like, an actual credential, right? Rather than just, like, a chatter. Source? Well, yeah, I mean, you can just look on Twitter.
Source? Nigga, quit being a hater.
It's the opposite?
Chatter.
Yeah, who knows? Anime YouTuber misses the point entirely. What is this?
Sexist backlash to the new Assassin's Creed trailer is some of the most nonsensical and infuriating stuff I've ever seen. Asmongold went on this insane spiel about how it doesn't make any sense for this game to star a woman and a black man, and it's like, he tries to use logic to, like, ground his basis in, and none of it makes any.
I think it does, like, so if you're a big anime fan, I could see why this would be confusing to you. But if you understand biology, realistically, there's going to be no situation where a woman is going to be, like, faster or more agile or stronger than a man. Like,
he has a point in the sense where what I'm referencing is kunoichi, like women ninjas. Their purpose isn't the same as a male ninja. You know what I'm saying? A dude, it's not the same purpose. They're not, a ninja in general isn't a combative figure. They're espionage. They get information, they poison and stuff like that. Kunoichi are less physical than a ninja. Y'all seen Demon Slayer. Y'all seen Tengen and his 3 wives and what their perspective was being a woman ninja. And they give their lives up because they're not going to be able to fight against a fucking strong ass warrior samurai. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I get what he's saying there, but I'm only referencing like what I know from like things I've seen in games, movies, stuff like that, where they talk about kunoichi, lady samurai, lady ninjas and shit. But in Ghost of Tsushima, there are women samurai. And I ain't heard nobody trip about that. I ain't heard nobody trip about the women samurai on Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima show women samurai fucking niggas up. So it's a toss up from that perspective. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can say what you want. You know what I mean? There are women in the army who will shoot a bitch up. So I mean, like, there are women police who will put you in the fucking headlock. Like, the MMA woman, yeah. A girl in MMA will do this nigga. She'll do me. Like, come on, man. Like, toss up.
It's just that's just not the way it works. It's biology. That's why we have like men and women's sports.
Sense.
But I said what I said.
See this, and my immediate thought is,
yeah, that's just that, and again, like, that's just on average. Yeah, of course, on average.
They did this for brownie points.
Average, of course.
Yeah, I think that's the way a lot of people feel about it. It's the same with having like a girl as an assassin. Like, what the, like, bro, like, yeah,
a girl as an assassin makes sense.
Like, what are we doing here? Like, we gonna really talk about this?
She's not gonna fight you head up.
Well, this is the reason why I said this, is because is this really representative of what the time was like to have the two main?
And people loved Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Nobody said nothing about the female protagonist. No one said nothing. Nothing.
Characters
people
in the
pick and
story
choose when they want to goddamn make sense.
Girl.
Come on.
Is that really representative of feudal Japan in any capacity? It's not.
Yeah, he makes a point though.
It's obviously fucking not. How is anybody debating this?
He makes a point.
And I even said that I don't like it does hurt the authenticity of a game like this whenever I feel like they did this for like a social reason. But if the game is good, I will still play the game. I don't really care about this. Like, this is like it's like a footnote in the fact that the game is $130.
Exactly. Exactly. That fucking part. That part. The game is damn $100, $30. But yeah, like I said, I'm not really like taking his sentiments too personal. I know he's pretty much expressing the what he's seeing as a whole, right? You know what I mean? I don't know his personal sentiments. It's part personal, but you know, it don't affect me now. I don't give a shit. I'm really seeing what he's saying as like a representation of what a lot of people are saying versus like, this is his thoughts and feelings. Like, this is not really about that. But I want to see what he has to, you know, say. I wanted to see what he thought on this.
Guy and a girl. Whenever I see like a game that comes out and it has, you know, this is feudal Japan and like the main character is a black guy and a girl, I immediately like, there's like no escapism that this can provide, because the entire story is built on the foundation of trying to appeal to a quote modern audience. Something like this, I don't view this as like an authentic like piece of fiction.
You might be right about that.
I don't view it as a.
But I don't know.
You know, like
just think about past video games. I don't know. It's a toss up.
It's just like kind of fan fiction in a way. There's not a real situation where like a woman is going to be able to like beat 3 guys as an assassin. It's just not real. Everybody knows it's not real.
Oh my god, okay, here we go. His
not
whole
impossible.
thing
Finally.
seems to be like, this is annoying because it's not realistic, and Assassin's Creed games are realistic fiction. Do you forget that in
I think that
the second game, you fight the Pope, and he's a wizard?
Oh, fucking wizard.
Fantasy games.
Literally.
well, didn't I just say a minute ago it's fiction? I just said it was fiction, right?
As a, you know, like, you know, it's not historical.
Right.
Of no escapism that this
Historical
can provide,
fiction.
because
Yes.
the entire story is built on the foundation of trying to appeal to a quote modern audience. Something like this, I don't view this as like an authentic like piece of fiction.
Fiction's whenever it's not real. So again, yeah. I said it right there. You said it wasn't authentic fiction. I said that it wasn't. I said it wasn't authentic fiction, and I said that it wasn't historical, and it was somewhere in the middle, and it was like a weird
Historical
middle ground that I
fiction.
thought was like inauthentic, which I think it is.
Fight the Pope, and he's a wizard? These are fantasy games, my dude. The Pope just turned invisible. Everybody knows a woman couldn't take on 3 guys. It's just not realistic. Everybody knows it. They're just making a fool of themselves with this dumb fantasy bullshit. My guy, There isn't a single aspect of any of these games that's even close to being realistic. If your whole thing is that your immersion is broken because a woman is doing the things that Ezio was able to do, it's just sexism. It's not like an appreciation.
Oh, my camera. Did it just die? Woo. Camera went out. Is it about to die? What the battery look like? Battery's fine. Alright, let's go back.
For history. Also, even if you...
I think that, like, again, you want to have something that's, like, partially believable. And I think that that's really kind of what the problem is that whenever you diverge too much from something that's believable, you then break, I think, again, that authentic fiction.
I don't think it's
and
that
I think
serious.
That's what's obviously happened.
Oh.
Yeah, immersion's dead. Yeah, the immersion is dead. Stellar Blade. So the reason... So that's a stupid thing to say, but I'll address it.
That game is totally fiction.
Stellar Blade makes sense because she's a robot.
Oh, and she's a robot, yeah.
You understand? So
still, though, I mean, like, it's a story. Like, it's a story at the end of the day. It doesn't, like, do you only fuck with stories that you feel, you know what I mean? It has to make sense in some form, but if a woman protagonist whooping a bunch of niggas' ass takes you totally out of it, I mean, you might want to just reevaluate how you think about things, probably. You know what I'm saying? Come on, what about Kill Bill? What about Kill Bill? Come on, man.
That doesn't, like, that's it, right? So she's a robot.
Come on, man. Quentin Tarantino and Kill Bill. Come on. Did that shit take anybody out the movie when she kicking niggas' asses? Fucking the Yakuza up? 300 niggas and some shit? Did that take you out the movie? Hell no, it didn't. That shit was hard. The fuck? I don't give a damn if I think Uma Thurman could do that in real life.
It's completely irrelevant.
I want to agree with his, like, a woman couldn't take on 3 guys bullshit. She doesn't. Look, this is in the trailer, her failing to take on 3 guys, and then learning the ways of stealth rather than brute force, so that she could then better take on multiple opponents.
Come on.
So even your dumb, sexist argument gets handled in this trailer. At one point, he's all...
It's just biology.
Yeah, and, like, that's probably why they're introducing a samurai character and an assassin character. One for straight up battle, one for espionage and stealth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these Assassin's Creed lately, they don't really focus on stuff like that anymore. So, I mean, maybe they're trying to bring that back. Like, people have been wanting a Japanese Assassin's Creed game for a while where you play as a ninja. So, why not highlight the ninja part where you don't fight, where it's dangerous to get in battle? You know what I mean? And I mean, it's possible that that's what we're getting, especially since we have Yasuke the Samurai, who is clearly not a ninja. Clearly.
You're gonna get mad at me all you want. It's just biology, man. Like, I'm not... It's just the way it is. Like, why are you getting... I didn't program it this way. Get mad at God.
Also, like, yeah, you know, if they made a game set in feudal Japan starring a white guy, that'd be just as ridiculous. I'd also be just as annoyed.
Shit.
I don't know, nobody cared when William Wallace was fighting demons in Neo 1. Because it's literally the same thing. Anyone who's gonna be like, well, William Wallace historically was a real samurai.
Oh, really?
Yosuke was just a retainer. And we suspended our disbelief for him.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna have to look into it.
Fighting demons, we could suspend our disbelief.
I never played this game. I mean, I didn't play this game. Like, now I have to defend this other game? Like, I don't know what, like, I don't know, maybe it was stupid. Like, maybe he's right. Maybe this one was stupid too.
Like I said, I'm not I'm not pointing the finger at him. Like I said, this is I'm gonna say for the 8th time, this is just me seeing how others are seeing as a whole. Y'all see the chat, man. I ain't even looking at the chat, but I'm pretty sure they is glazing.
No, like, now I have to defend every other type of samurai game? This is my opinion about this one game. You just have a point, though? Well, I don't know. I mean, so...
You have a point,
I think there's a lot of instances that, like... So was Neo 2 developed by a Japanese studio? I think
Yeah,
it was developed by
that's the
Team
question
Ninja, right?
Type shit, yeah.
Because people wanted me to play the game, but I don't know if that's... Yeah, Team Ninja? Yeah, that's what I thought, right? And so I think it's a very different thing whenever, like, a studio does it that's part of the culture, right? It's like they're native to that ethnicity.
Right.
They're native to that culture. So there's a greater amount of, like... there's not the assumption of, like, appropriation there, because it's their own culture, versus, you know, Ubisoft, which is a French developer, has nothing to do with Japan.
Whitewashing is still real.
So that's really, like, I would say that's a difference.
Eurocentric brainwashing is still
I don't know,
real.
I could draw differences, and, you know, it's basically not appropriation. Yeah, exactly. And so, like, I could draw differences and talk about this, but, like, the truth is, I didn't play that game. I like, why do I have to defend this game? I'm not even talking about that. Who's talking about Neo 2?
Beef for Yosuke being a samurai. And this dude's beef is like the main protagonist in this game set in Japan is a black...
My boy, who doing this video, by the way, it definitely has a point, though. Like, he's, like, I didn't mention him, but he's spitting for sure. You know what I'm saying? Sounds angry. So, a lot of, you know, when you come at something from an angry standpoint, you know, it's kind of not hard to try to invalidate it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, well, you're being emotional. But, like, you know, he definitely has a point. Very solid points. Solid as hell. I wouldn't attack, bro, because though I'm not finna attack Asmongold for that shit.
Man.
But I also didn't see his reaction to the trailer. I'm pretty sure if I did, I probably would have been like, well, what the fuck, bro? But, you know, he's had time to let it simmer. And the game is $130 damn. The fuck?
And, like, I don't know if he means the main protagonist or, like, the main male protagonist. But if he means the main protagonist, she seems like the main protagonist to me. She takes up more of the trailer.
Yes.
If you're a person of
Agreed.
color and you see Ubisoft making the male lead a black man is, like, annoying tokenism, I don't really have a stance on that. I personally...
Yeah, you do. You just know that if you say what your stance is, you're going to look stupid, because you're going to say that they're stupid because they're wrong. But you can't say that because then it optically looks bad. That's the reason why. I mean, like, what are we doing? Is there anybody here that doesn't, but you can't say it? Yeah, it's just, it's so obvious.
Yeah, I don't know. I missed that part.
Cool
Maybe I'm
because
slow.
it adds, like, a unique perspective to
what
you
stance
see
they talking
Ubisoft
about.
making the male lead a black man is, like, annoying tokenism. I don't really have a stance on that. I personally think it's pretty cool because it adds, like, a unique perspective to a samurai game.
So you personally think it's pretty cool. But I can't personally think that, like, and I didn't even think it's not bad. I just think that it's obviously done for a political reason. Like, that's the reason. It's not really representative of feudal
He just
Japan.
proved his point. He just proved his point with that. Bro obviously is black and is decided to see a black main character because he is black. I get it. I personally seen a black main character. Hold on, let me fix my camera. So, yeah, me personally seeing a black main character doesn't make me want to play this game any more than I would have already wanted to play this game. It makes it interesting. Makes it like, oh, okay, yeah, y'all did something different though. Yeah, but I don't think that was a deciding factor on whether or not I was gonna play this game or not. If anything, I might want to play it less because, like he said, you know, then like I get what he's saying, authenticity, because like, well, you know, you just wanna hype us up. You trying to, you know, you got the, I don't want to say because they already did the female lead before. They've done that before. They've done that multiple times. You know, but you know, with the black samurai. But I mean, it makes sense in this climate, not from a sense like socially, but Yasuke, he got an anime on Netflix. Like, he's more mainstream. More people know who he is. If they would have did this 10 years ago, it probably wouldn't have made sense to anyone because no one knew who Yasuke was like that. It just wasn't common knowledge. It's much more common knowledge now. So, like, I get it now. But I feel it though. Yeah, I feel the authenticity part. Yeah.
So, like, so your personal opinion. Now, I can't have mine.
Haven't gotten in, like, any other samurai game. There are Japanese people who are genuinely annoyed that both protagonists aren't Japanese. I see that as a valid criticism, especially considering, like, we've never had...
Is she not Japanese? Why people keep saying that there's no Japanese protagonist? Why do people keep saying that? Is she not Japanese? Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Tell me. Please tell me.
Had Japanese protagonists in Assassin's Creed games before.
So he got... Well, then...
Why we do the same move? Literally, bruh. Literally, bruh.
I spent 4 minutes on this for nothing.
Oh, shit.
I had to sit through this shit for 4 minutes for nothing.
Oh, shit. That's
I wish I could ban this kid from chat.
That's funny as fuck. That was funny.
I spent 4 minutes on this kid for no fucking reason.
That was funny.
If they made an Assassin's Creed game in, like, England or Singapore or literally any other country and did 2 protagonists, you know that they would never do one protagonist be, like, from that country and the other protagonist be Japanese. You know what I mean? I could see people being like, what?
My phone damn going off.
Oh, man.
She not...
I think we just wasted 4 minutes, guys.
What the fuck?
The hell? This is the Japanese representation, Assassin's Creed.
We just wasted
the
4 minutes.
Japanese.
Oh
That's
my
totally
god.
Fair. That's completely valid. All the stuff about her being a woman, though, is just like you lying to yourself about being sexist.
Oh my god. Wow.
That was interesting.
Well, that's a minus 4 minutes, right, guys? That's crazy. What a twist. At the very end, he actually agrees with everything he said. That is amazing.
That's funny. That's funny.
Why is it titled Anime YouTuber? I don't know. I mean, maybe because it sounds like one. I don't even know who this guy is. I have no clue. It's probably, I don't know if I want to look at that. That's the whole point of people wanting a Samurai Assassin's Creed for 10 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for a long
I mean,
time.
I don't, like, listen.
People have been asking for that.
I feel like this... I'm gonna be real, guys. I don't give a fuck about this as much as everybody else on the subreddit gives a fuck about this.
He doesn't seem to give a shit. Like, he already said
like,
he don't play Assassin's Creed.
Some of the people on the subreddit care about it way more than I do.
Yeah, he don't even get.
They're like, yeah, I have an opinion about it. That's what my opinion is. But I don't really care. So let's fucking move on. It's a Japanese historical expert. Yes, apparently it's been confirmed. Must see. Ubisoft has lost their mind. Is an expert in gender studies, investigating romantic relationships with.
What does that say? I'm not gonna think too much into that. I'm not gonna think too much into that.
Probably fake.
Yeah, I don't,
It's got to be fake. No, guys, it's fake. It's fake. It's fake.
I'm good.
Guys, it's 100% fake. There's no way it's real. It's
yeah,
fake.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's be honest. It's gotta be fake. I don't believe it. Oh God.
Yeah, Hiroshima?
Bro.
We have Yasuke Assassin's Creed Shadows at home.
I am so upset the fact that this guy didn't get arrested and put in there for longer. Is he still in Israeli jail, by the way? I feel like we haven't heard about this dude at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is he still in Israeli jail?
I don't know what this is. I don't know who that is.
No? What, he got out?
Who was that?
Oh my God, he got out? Damn. Let's see here. This game is historically accurate. This game is historically inaccurate. This game is 120. See, this is... Yes. This is basically the way that I feel about it.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Come on, y'all.
This is my
$100
fucking opinion. Yeah, there it is. That's the real reason.
Come on, man. $100 is insane, dog. $100 is insane, dog. But yeah, I think I think his point of view is interesting. I don't disagree with what he's saying for real. I'm just like I said, I'm viewing this like, you know, like what he has to say. I'm not really mad at what he was saying, to be honest. Like he didn't really say anything too crazy. He didn't say anything necessarily wrong, out of place, and you know, upon letting it sit, you know, whatever I didn't like to hear, upon, you know, just, you know, letting it marinate throughout the video, I mean, you know, a lot of it makes sense. A lot of it makes sense at the end of the day. But $100, boy, please, man. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the video, man. Y'all think he tripping? Y'all think he bugging? Y'all, what do y'all think? Have y'all seen, you know, other people's thoughts on this, and what's the general consensus on this? You know what I mean? Obviously, it costs too damn much. Obviously, the game is way too expensive to be spending. I don't really give a shit if he's. I don't give a shit if he black or not. Damn it, what? Please. I'm gonna catch y'all next time, man. Thanks for pulling up on your boy. I'ma holler at y'all. I said that already. Peace.